Hi neighbors, I'm Ray and Benya with eXp Realty. Jonathan Benya is my cameraman today, and today we are at an awesome spot, Noli's in Leonardtown, Maryland, and I have the privilege to spend some time with the owners, Mike and Melissa Altilio.
Yep.
Oh my God,
You
yes.
got it.
All right. And they are going to share their restaurant, some of their recipes, and we're going to get to try all of these yummy food that they have here. So let's get started. All right. Mike, just tell us a little bit about how the restaurant concept for you guys got started.
I got transferred here from Florida, and when I arrived, I tried Googling Italian restaurants, and one of the major chain restaurants popped up, and I called my wife immediately and said, "Oh my God, where am I?" So we wanted to change the landscape of South Maryland and Italian culture. So um, my wife went to culinary school, and one thing led to another, and we found ourselves in a restaurant.
That is awesome. Now, Melissa, tell us a little bit about your culinary adventures and experience leading up to Noli's.
So when I first came up here to be with my husband after he got transferred, I was bored. I worked for a yachting company for over 16 years and found myself not knowing what to do with myself with this area not being a big yachting place. So I love to bake, so I started fooling around, and there was a farmer's market here, and we're like, cannolis, let's do cannolis. So many burns and months later, I perfected this amazing cannoli shell. My husband reached out to some people he knew from Staten Island to find out what exactly was the ricotta that these New York pastry shops are using. Found that, started making the fillings, started doing the farmer's market, decided we had something, went to baking and pastry school in Anne Arundel. And then after COVID, we're like, okay, let's see what we can do, and kind of just started a little to-go place for a few months. Things changed. We met the owner of where we are now, and Noli's was born. But that was the little baking from cannolis started us here.
Awesome. And then, from what I've heard, both of you are here 6 days a week in the kitchen. Oh, in the kitchen, cooking everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really a labor of love. Me and my wife, we want to see this place succeed. So what better way than be here from open to close 6 days a week in the kitchen, making sure our family recipes are exact. I mean, we respect our tradition and our culture, so we want to make sure that any of the food that we put out is on point, and that's why we're here. And we have a head chef, Sal, who has been amazing and helped execute a lot of our recipes. And we just want to make sure everything's getting put out right. Me and Melissa hand stretch each one of our pizzas. If I'm not helping Melissa with pizzas, I'm on the line with Sal sauteing. So yeah, we're here. I mean, we're here working. I mean, we're putting in the sweat equity, that's for sure.
That is awesome. And then just tell the neighbors a little bit about the decor. I heard that you both handpicked everything that was in the restaurant.
One sad thing, when we left our home in Florida, my husband lost his man cave. Avid Yankee fan over here, so he was a little sad about that. So a lot of the stuff, if you go by the bathrooms, you'll see a lot of New York Yankee stuff. We have Yankees by the wall, all of which was his collection that he had. And then we kind of went from there with this and started picking out other pictures that we would go to stores, we'd go to thrift stores, we'd look online to find everything to kind of just complement all that started his love with the Yankees, because what better place than an Italian restaurant to have the Yankees?
Right. I have a passion, and she does too, for like the old Hollywood and the old world, old school Yankees, Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, the Rat Pack. We just have an appreciation for those old school pictures. So that's what kind of filled out our restaurant, and we've taken some landscape from Italy too, and for that in here, you know, just to give it some different colors and textures.
That is awesome. And before we jump in and get to the back and start making a pizza, I just want to ask, what are your favorite dishes and what are some of the most popular dishes?
Well, the one that we were has become very popular is our pork amari appetizer dish. Instead of sticking with your traditional calamari dishes, as you know, Mike and I have decided, we have 2 seafood restaurants around the corner, some just a few minutes away, and they nail that. So I don't want to, just like they probably want to do a pizza, I'm not going to dip into their neck. So we decided on this pork amari, which is pork tenderloin strips cut up, marinated in a mojo sauce, and then deep fried with our own mafia sauce, which is a sauce that Mike and I came up with, and it is delicious.
Awesome. All right.
So we also have a caprese salad that we are very passionate about because my wife not only is an amazing baker, but she makes homemade mozzarella. So we use a beefsteak tomato when we can find it. Sometimes it's not seasoned, but we use beefsteak tomatoes, fresh basil, salt, pepper, and we drizzle a balsamic glaze on it and olive oil. It's a very good summer dish, light and refreshing.
That's awesome. That looks delicious.
Thank you. So this is a classic Italian street food. It's called an arancini. Basically what that means, translate into English, is like an orange. So what it is a risotto, a cheesy risotto that's cooled, rolled, fresh mozz in the middle, breaded and fried, and then it's placed on our famous marinara. And as you can see, it kind of looks like an orange. So that's where it gets its name from.
That looks amazing.
Thank you.
C'è la luna, mezza mare, mamma mia, mi maradare. Figli mia, cutterare, mamma mia, pensaccia tu. Sitte ogni pisciaolo, ite va, ite viene sempre baccalare del manevene. Se ci picchia fantasia, baccalare, figli mia. Oh mamma, la 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 la. Oh mamma, la 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 la. Mama dear, come over here and see who's looking in my window. It's the baker boy, and look, he's got a cannoli in his hand. If you marry the baker boy, he will come and he will go, and he will always mix the flour in the pan. If you marry the baker boy, he'll have the cannoli in his hand. Oh, mama, la 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 la. Oh, mama, la 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 la. Mama,
Clam
dear,
pizza
come
first.
over here and see who's looking in the window.
Yes. That cheese is amazing. Clams are fresh. Lemon, really, really good. I'm gonna finish this piece. All right, we have the Brooklyn. That sausage is really good. Yes. I don't know if you can close in, but you can see the seasoning in the sausage. It's so fresh. So we just stumbled on this, and this soda is amazing. It's from New Haven, Connecticut. You can only get it at Noli's, but their white birch is amazing. Hands down, one of the best root beers that I've had. And no artificial flavors, no preservatives. It's just soda. And they have orange, lemon, lime. They're working on getting a grape, but We tried a couple of them, so you'll have to come down to Noli's and try it out for yourself. All right, Mike and Melissa, thank you so much for having us today and welcoming us into your restaurant, and most importantly, letting us try your terrific food. It was amazing, and you guys are so talented making pizza, seriously. Neighbors, come out, Noli's, Leonardtown, white building on the right, you can't miss it. The address is below. You will have a fabulous time and you will not leave hungry, I promise you. So Mike's gonna say goodbye in Italian for us.
Not Mike, Melissa.
Oh, Melissa. Oh.
All right. Arrivederci.
Oh. See you, neighbors.
Bye.
Bye.